Welcome to JJ Sports Talk, the channel for the sports you love. This is the MLB portion of my Naming the Champions series. There's one more after this, but I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome back to JJ Sports Talk, and now I'm on the MLB session. And I know I haven't been wearing a hat for the last few, but I had to put on the World Series champion hat for the baseball one. So, let's get into it, and the first one's going to be the sweetest. 2019, you see it here in the patch, it's pretty obvious. The Washington Nationals, first World Series championship ever. Sorry, I had to make this one sound pretty sweet. 2018 was the Boston Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken. Again, another controversial one because maybe some cheating may have gone on there. But the one that's the stingiest the most, 2017, the Houston Astros, am I correct? But with a massive asterisk next to it. Do they deserve the championship? That's up to your interpretation. Should they take away the trophy? Again, that's up to your interpretation. I will have a video coming out on the whole cheating scandal, in my opinions on it. And, yeah, feel free to drop your comments about the Astros and whatever you want to say about them. But, alright, moving on, 2016, after 108 years, the Cubs. Excellent Game 7, by the way. Right? Funny story, we stayed up, me and my dad, who's, again, behind the camera, thank you for doing this, stayed up to watch that Game 7 because the Indians were in it and we were trying to, cheer for Ohio. That game got delayed. It was like 11:20, something like that, like really late, and it got delayed, and we the game didn't resume till like after midnight. So we watched that game like into midnight on a school night. Yeah, it was pretty painful, but it was worth it, though. It was an excellent game. He's shaking his head. He's like, yeah, it was a good game. All right, 2015 was the Kansas City Royals. I don't know where they went, man. They just completely fell off after that. But moving on, 2014, San Francisco Giants beat the Kansas City Royals. Two wild card teams, by the way, that made it. Pretty funny story there. In the 2013 season, that would have been the Boston Red Sox. That was awesome because that was the year that the Boston Marathon bombing happened, and that whole team kind of rallied around that, and that was super cool. I've watched a lot of documentaries on that team and how that tragedy happened and how that team kind of won that for the city. So that was pretty cool, don't you think? Right? He's like, yeah. 2012 would be the San Francisco Giants. And if you're not getting the pattern there, they're kind of like that little stretch of the even years. That's how I kind of remember that. So in 2011, what I'm on, right? That would be the magical run of the St. Louis Cardinals. Awesome. That was the Game 6 heroics of David Freese. If you've never watched that, look up Game 6 David Freese. Super cool highlights. Dude was a World Series hero. Probably never has to pay for food in St. Louis ever again. 2010 now, right? Was the first of the 3 Giants World Series in that little stretch. 2009 would have been the Yankees. Yes, the last Yankees World Series of all 27, if I'm not mistaken. When will they win it again? Will we ever know? When will that be? I think it'll be soon, though. They're pretty loaded this year. I don't know. I'd say in the next 5 years. If they don't win in the next 5 years, I don't know when the next time they win. They are loaded. And they have the best pitcher in the MLB, arguably, in Garrett Cole right now. I mean, that dude's on the top of his game. I like to think that Steven Strasburg is the best, or Max Scherzer. But the baseball fan of me, Garrett Cole is pretty good right now. But, 08, right? That would be the Philadelphia Phillies. 07 would be the Boston Red Sox. 06 would be the St. Louis Cardinals, right? 2005, the very forgettable Chicago White Sox. I always tend to forget that team that they won the World Series that year. Good thing I didn't get my first strike right there of the, again, 3-strike system. But still no strike yet. Still going strong. 04 would be the Boston Red Sox, finally breaking the curse of the great Bambino. Coming back in the ALCS from 3 down against the Yankees. Very historic. Again, another great documentary on that series. I definitely recommend that. '03 would have been the Miami Marlins. Florida Marlins. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the they didn't change it until then, but it's the same team. Again, accidentally winning World Series. Like, you'll hear their name a little bit later, but in their first like few years, like they had like only a few winning seasons, and like those 2 winning seasons were the 2 seasons they won the World Series. Like, I just find that like really crazy to think about. So that would leave 2002, correct? The LA Angels won that year. Dude, why are you shaking your head? It's the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Is that what it says? I hate that that's their name. They are not. They either pick on LA Angels or Anaheim Angels. You can't be the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's 2 different cities. But whatever. Angels. I should have just said Angels because that just leaves controversy with this dude. But yes, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim won that year, and they beat Barry Bonds and the Giants. Yeah, again, leave your opinions on Barry Bonds in the comments. Do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame or should he not be in the Hall of Fame? Again, it's up to your interpretation. Do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame? No, you don't? Because of the steroids? Yeah, that's a big debate that I don't really want to get into right now, but let's go to 2001. One of my favorite World Series, by the way. The Arizona Diamondbacks beating the New York Yankees in the legendary Luis Gonzalez walk-off hit in Game 7. If you ever want to watch or go back and watch a really good baseball game, that Game 7 between Diamondbacks and Yankees is pretty awesome. That walk-off hit's legendary. But yeah, that Diamondbacks team, back when they had the old teal in them. Alright, 2000 would have been the New York Yankees. 1999 would have been the New York Yankees. 1998 would have been the New York Yankees. 3-peat. 1997 would have been the Florida Marlins. Sorry, I got you right there. I did that on purpose, by the way. Again, I told you they were coming back. Another accidentally won the World Series. Do you know who they beat, Dad?
Indians.
Yeah. Can you see it? Yes. No, but if you don't know that, that's the Edgar Renteria walk-off hit against Matt Nagy? Not Matt Nagy. He's a coach for the Bears. Oh my gosh. But his last name was Nagy. But very famous walk-off hit by Edgar Renteria. Were you watching that game? You weren't? Come on, man. You gotta watch those games. So where am I at now? 96? That'd be the first of Derek Jeter's World Series with the Yankees, beating the team of the 90s, the Atlanta Braves. The Braves did in 1995 win the World Series, so indeed. 1994. Now it's gonna get tough. I struggle with the 90s. It just popped in my head now. The lockout was in 1994, correct? Yep. Because guess what? The former Washington Nationals, if you don't know, they were called the Montreal Expos up in Canada. That year, they were absolutely loaded, and they were going to win the World Series. And then guess what? No baseball. They got robbed. And everyone knew it, and there's just so many YouTube videos out about how they got robbed that year. But, stuff comes back to bite you every once in a while. But yes, 1993, I'm still in trouble because I have no clue. But I know Alice, I will make the Reds fans happy. 1990 was the Reds, so I get that right. 91 was the Twins. I know those. Otherwise, it's gonna be rough. I know 1989 was the Athletics. And then was 88 the Dodgers? Okay, so 89 Athletics, 88 Dodgers. Kurt Gibson walk-off home run game 1. That's how I remember that. I'm struggling with 92 and 93 though. Because I'm just trying to cross up, like, it's obviously not the Red Sox, not the Yankees, not the Braves. Is 93 the Phillies? Oh, I know that they have one in there. Is 92 the Phillies? Oh, there's 2 strikes right there. So I might be done with baseball. I'm trying to think if I can get any more in the 80s. Oh, 86 Mets. I can get that one. Man, I think I'm gonna have to retire from this. I'm just trying to think of a decent team to stay for my last one. Is that a team that I should get? Or no? Wait. Was 92 the Cardinals? Nope. Well, who was 92?
Blue Jays.
Oh, the repeat. And 93 was the Blue Jays. Oh. I don't think there's any Blue Jays fans that I'd make mad for that. But I'll give my little in-depth thing about it here. 93 because of the Joe Carter walk-off home run. Right. That hurt. That's a stinger. I should have got that one. But who was like 1987? I got 86 and 87 or 88 and 89. But who's 87?
Twins.
Yeah. I should have got that. All right. Well, that was another good round. I got farther than I thought I was gonna get. And now my next video will be hockey. And again, we will see how that goes because I'm pretty good at the hockey. But again, we will see. So I'll see ya.